Hi everybody, we're back here with another video in the Adventures of Arlo YouTube channel. Let's get it, I guess. So, how long has it been since the last video? Let's check for proof, but I'd say over 2 months ago. That's not good on my perspective at all for any of you guys, but I don't like sticking to schedule. That would make me even worse. I don't do well under pressure. Can we just talk about, before I apologise for you guys for being so inconsistent, can we just talk about how, coordinatingly unintentional my gay outfit is? Gay top from Hollister, they them earrings, frog bucket hat, gay watch. I don't know why it happened, but it happened. Don't actually play it, please. Thank you. It was on the 15th of February. So, actually, it has been 2 months. Ish. This is a month ago, because it thinks we're still in March. But technically, it actually has, it hasn't been 2 months yet. On Friday, it'll be 2 months. Or will it? No, it will. It's the 15th of Feb. YouTube's just lying to me. Anyway, by the title of this video, you can probably tell what the video is going to be about. But if you can't read, sorry. I'm here to tell you what the video is going to be about. So the video is going to be about small business. It's going to have a Q&A section, but that's not the main part of it. I should really talk about the main part. And it's going to be about my spring launch, which is happening relatively soon. Whether it's going to launch in spring and not in summer is questionable, but it's going to be announced in spring. I call that spring launch. Do you get me? Also, people are on Etsy strike. So right now is really bad timing to put my spring launch sale on. And I was very wrong about addressing it, because apparently it's a lot more than I thought, and that's not good for me either. But I'm not taking part in it because I don't get a living out of this. This is not my profit. I don't make money on a regular. But if I did, I would be also taking part in this Etsy strike. And I don't mind if you are either, but this is content. This has nothing to do with Etsy. This is YouTube. Let's get on schedule. Before we get into any content for the video, I must remind you that you should subscribe. You should do that. That's a very important part. You should subscribe. You should like this video. Comment whatever you want, I guess. And when you follow, if you haven't followed already, hit that notification bell. So you can get notifications on my next video, because my next video is going to be soon. Not 2 months soon, but sooner. I'm trying to get on schedule here, guys. I can't really do it that well. I'm not going to stick myself to any schedules. Recently I've uploaded my 3rd podcast episode, the Adventures of Arlo podcast. Very original name, I know. What's about climate action in 10 ways that we can stop climate change. So if you haven't listened to that already, when you get the time, when you get 30 minutes spare, go listen to it, because I talk about ways that we can help our climate. I think it's fairly relevant to topic right now. So if you haven't listened already, go where it'll be linked down in the website, which I always link in the description. It'll be linked there, so you can go follow the podcast, or if you usually listen to podcasts, and you can listen in to the free episode. I have more podcast episodes than I do YouTube videos. Only about 1 more, but being precise here. Anyway, enough rambling and peeling off stickers. No, that's not nice. Anyway, before we get into... No. I can't do fast intros. It's never going to work, is it? Anyway, just to let you know, there is going to be a Q&A section from my Instagram. I'm going to be doing one every week. It's going to be a weekly occurring Q&A section of my video. That should probably only take up to 5 minutes, but knowing me, it'll probably take longer. Just like this intro took like longer and while I could with a pen. So anyway, if you want to ask a question, I'll be putting another Q&A there the day before I release a video. I need at least 5 questions because otherwise life is boring, or I'll just go with, you know, how many I have. But anyway, so let's just get into the video. And yes, I'm not in my usual space. I don't think I can call anything my usual space, having done only one video. But what I mean is that this is not my bedroom. This is my brother's bedroom. He's in Canada. He flew away. It's not nice. So I'm here instead. And his desk. Ow, my finger. Anyway, his desk is bigger. His room is bigger. So I decided, why not film in here? His chair's nicer. You know, he's got the upgraded room. He's not here anymore for a while. He's coming back. But for now, this might be my YouTube space until August. This is my YouTube space. Bearing in mind, I might not even make another video until August, the way we're going. Anyway, without any further ado or rambling, let's get into the video. So, this is the first part of my video. It's going to be the main part of my video, and it's all about my spring launch. Now, if you don't know I have a small business, because it's not obvious with the title and stuff, I have a small business. It's called Emma's Whirls Designs. I'm on Instagram, Etsy, TikTok, all of those jazzy things. And you can find the link down to all of them below in my website, because why wouldn't I link my website? Why wouldn't I link all those things in my website? Basically, this YouTube / platform thingy mabobby, the Adventures of Arlo, is all based off of the fact that it's another way to share my thoughts through media, but also to share my business, like self-propaganda and all that. So, this is all about my business. This is a business-related video. And I'm not talking about, like, Mark Zuckerberg business. I'm talking about small business. Small business. Yes, Emma's Whirls Designs. That was where I was. And I am going to be doing I'm going to be doing my spring launch, which is where I add products to my already, like, very short list of products I have so far. 4 products I have on there. I have a phone case. I have wood circles, or wood rolls, which is, like, the main part of my business name. I have magnets, fridge magnets made out of wood. And I have rocks. And this one's a bit weird, but go follow my Instagram, you'll see what I mean. Go look at my Etsy, you'll see what I mean. So yeah, I'm not happy with just 4 items, and I've always wanted to add more, and there have been some items I would love to add now, but seeing the fact I've only got like 2 orders that technically count as orders, I can't do it because I don't have enough money yet, or resources. I just need, this is not me like guilt tripping you to buy, because if you don't want to buy from me, I understand completely, like I'm not going to judge you, but I do need, I need some more orders to be able to add one of the ones I really want to add. But I can't do it for Easter. I'll do it for my summer sale. You know? Okay, I think we should just get right into it. How many items are actually going to be released in the said spring sale? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say 4 because I don't want to say 5 because I feel like I'm being a bit too ambitious, seeing as one of them isn't really a product idea. And one of them has something really to do with something I can't upload. But I'll just say 4 and I'll tell you about the extras last, I guess. So first up, we have these little canvas slate boards. You can see how thin they are. There are 4, wait no. We can't count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it literally says it on the front. Look at that. It says 6-pack on the front. This guy has a 6-pack on the front. And I was counting the slabs. It's real smart. That's smart. Anyway, so 6-pack of these really, really, really mini, but lengthy. They're not like thick canvases. I do have massive canvases downstairs, but those aren't for sale. So these are little mini canvas boards, as it says again on the cover. I got these from the Works for, I'm gonna guess, £4, because I bought 2 things from the Works and one of them was £2, and then I added like the price tag on that one, so we'll just go with it. But anyway, you may not really be asking, because it's like pretty simple. What are you gonna do with canvas boards, Arlo? Well, you know these things called art prints? I'm gonna try them out. I'm gonna try them out on camera. I'm gonna show you stuff I've already tried out, because I don't have enough time to do that in my life. I should be doing homework. I didn't do my homework. Just don't talk about it, okay? So basically, canvas board. It says pretty self-explanatory. I don't know how much where. I think you can probably get these kind of things in the US and Canada. I don't know about any other places in the world. If you go to like a Dollar Tree or like a Walmart or like a Target or like Michael's, I think that's an art store in America / Canada. I don't know what art stores you have in America. But you can go to one of those and you can probably get something very similar for probably the same price if you go to the Dollar Tree. I don't know how much good quality, but the Works is like it's a really cheap stationery art and bookstore that we have in the UK, if you've never been to the UK. I don't know about the UK. I know it's in England. There you go, I'll give you that. And yeah, I'm probably speaking too much. Anyway, so art prints. What can you have on a canvas board? Anything you want, unless you want me to draw a realistic person, in which case I don't think, Disclaimer, all of my artwork is in no way going to be realistic. I can draw cartoon versions of people. That's pretty much my extensive library for now. I'm not going to sell you a picture of your face. If you want it to be accurate, go to someone who knows how to draw a realistic face. I don't know anyone who can do that. I do, but they don't have a business, so I can't really send them to you. Like, hi guys, you can go to this person, but like they won't sell it to you. So anyway, I was thinking these are very good. So an idea for a product that's not really based on this person, because it can be on anything. But at Handmade Broadway, I don't think that the person who owns it has a YouTube account, but they have an Instagram account, and I'll be tagging that down below. So, on their Etsy, they have a lot of items. 38. I don't know why I know that, but like, they have more probably now. But that's the last time I reckon. So they have a lot of items, and they have a lot of good range. And I just bought a lot of things from this person's Etsy, spending like half of my money that I got this morning. Okay, this is not a confession fest, okay? But anyway, so you can do, like, because they're all about musicals and musical theatre, you could do a musical, and not to steal their idea, because I'm not going to take all the effort and steal their idea, but you could do a musical. You could have a logo. You could have 6, like, purple background, 6 logo, and then the 6 Ys, like the cartoon style of them. That could be something. You could have characters. You could have a franchise with like as many characters as you want around it. You could have a pattern. You could have something custom. That is what I'm intending to add in my variations in the the variations could have seasonal things. I don't know. It's whatever you guys want. I would personally probably have the franchise one because I know how to do that. So that would be great. But you can basically do these on anything, and that is my plan. Questions about how much they might cost? Don't know yet. Gonna say I bought 6. I'm gonna do some maths here. Depending, they might be 5. No, it's too cheap. I don't know. £5 to £7. Let's just say like the highest you get these for is £7.50 because they do take a lot of time to make. Just a second. Okay. They do take a long time to make, but I don't want to charge you So maybe we'll just stick with 5 or 6. Anyway, that is basically how much you're going to get for one of these, because it's artwork and it took a lot of time to make, and depending how much. So I'll just say right now that the most expensive you probably get these is £7. And that's without actually giving any consideration to the price. But anyway, you can have a lot of things on here. If you're thinking, I really want this, I really need this, then I'd suggest that you, whenever this comes out, if it comes out in June, I'm very sorry, but buy it, because it's great for me and it's great for you if you want some like canvas board in your house, wherever you live. And yeah, I think these are a strong start. I think these are simple. I don't think they have to be overcomplicated. They're not really unique, I would say, because most of my products are unique. Like, I don't think many people sell what I sell, except for the phone cases one, they probably do sell that. But anyway, what I mean is that these are perfect if you just want to have an art print in your house. It can be a picture of a daisy. It can be a picture of a person's name, and then like things like this is like the possibility of a blank canvas board for you guys. Like, it's not coloured, so you can have a coloured background. You can choose not to. But basically, these are a good start to my supposed spring launch. So I think this is very much considerable in your thing. Number 2 is an example. This is a sketchbook. This is an A5 sketchbook that I got from W.H. Smith's, which is a store in the UK, if you don't know what that is. Okay. Stationery. Pretty much the same as the Works, but it's more expensive because it's W.H. Smith. Hashtag people who get that would probably get that more. Okay, so this is a sketchbook. This is just a normal A5 black sketchbook. And it has thick pages. Imagine this is a notebook, or a diary, or a sketchbook if you want it to be a sketchbook. You see this kind of material here? This is the material that was on a box I painted like a long time ago, thinking that was going to be a product, but I soon discovered that you can't really sell boxes. I don't think people would buy that unless there's something in the box. So actually, I think that's a good idea, like to make box sets. I'll come to that later, but this is my sketchbook. And I painted it because it's an art sketchbook, and I intend to have loads of things from small businesses on it. I did not use paint. I used paint pens, so I didn't use a paintbrush. That's basically what I'm saying. And as you can see, it's personalised. It has my name, has squiggly things on it. It has small business writing on the bottom. It's messy because it's mine. I'd make it cleaner if you wanted it. Anyway, so this is an example of a personalised cover with full pages in it. Don't worry, I'm not going to scam you. Of a sketchbook notebook. This you wouldn't hand in the notebook. You wouldn't like say, okay, I'll send you this, because that's going to cost you money. I don't want you. What's the point sending? So I'm going to make one of the things is I'm going to do probably for now. When I release it, it will only be available in A5 because A4 is too big for me to buy, and I don't want to make it too expensive for you. So A5, I don't know how much it's cost. I'm not going to lie, I forgot. £2? No, £3? £4? I don't know how much this cost. It's just a sketchbook, but I'll make sure that the price is fair. So if you wanted like a full-on like two-sided makeover of like this sketchbook, say for instance, and you wanted random, or you wanted like personalised one, or if you wanted loads of things, you'll get that option, because not only will I have custom design and personalizations, I also have most of the objects that I talked about having in this one, because let's be honest, you can see the size difference. Not that big of a size difference. This one's probably bigger. I think this is probably A7 or A6. But if you like, you can have basically whatever you want in here as well, just a bit bigger, and it'd be two-sided. So I'm thinking prices for this is an A5 notebook. I know someone who sells notebooks that are a bit different, so let me check Resin by Millie's Etsy page. How much are A5 notebooks? Resin notebooks. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to charge you the same price. I'm not saying that it's expensive. What I mean is that like resin takes time to make. You can't really base that. I mean, you can, but it's not worth it. I'm just going to see how much Millie has for notebook. Shout out to Resin by Millie. I'll also link her down below. Yeah. Where is it? Bookmark. Is this A5? Oh no, it's not even. Okay, A7. A5 is £11.50. Understandable. It costs a lot. I'm not going to charge £11.50 for these because they're a bit different. I'd say around £7 to £9. Much like these, I'd say £7 or £8. I think £8 was the highest you're going to get it. £8.50. Because as you can see, this is quite big. This is quite a lot of paint. And you can have it coloured. Or I could just buy you a coloured notebook and colour over it, but I don't know, you can get those. And preferably, it would be better if it was this material because it's paintable on. But if it had to be like any other material, I could just like sand it down. It's okay. But basically, my proposal to you is personalisable front and cover with the full pages in it. A5 notebooks / sketchbooks / whatever this kind of book thing. It could be a book that's not going to be part of this category, but that could be a possibility. Okay, we're getting to the end of my definite things. So what are these? Can you tell? If I show you this, it might be a little easier. These are playing cards. This one's a bit more expensive because this one's plastic coated and this one's covered in. I don't know what's covered in, but it's probably plastic as well, which is not good for the environment, but it's like, you can guess. I don't know. I can't know plastic coated things are bad for the environment. Okay. These are like the superior quality ones I bought from Waterstones. There are 52. And there are whatever those things mean. You can see, if I can compare the two, because I think that one's actually and this one's just me. I just love looking at playing cards. And I've had this idea for a while. Yeah, you can definitely see these are like worse. In fact, that they are pretty much plastic, so they're a lot more flexible. But whereas you try these, they're still flexible. You can still bend that like easily. But what I mean is that if you hold these, you can see they're pretty like paper thin. And then these ones, they're a bit more hold together. So necessarily, I probably wouldn't use these because I'd have to charge more if I got like loads of these. But if you just order like one or two, that's fine. So my idea is if you see anyone on like TikTok or social medias who take a card, any card, they paint either on the front or the back, but or like a character. So say for instance, let's be on theme with what cards represent to me. Add something to that. So if you draw like Cheshire Cat on here, and then you draw Cheshire Cat on here, or you did something to do with Alice in Wonderland on the back, it could be like a whole set or like half a set. So if you got like 10 cards of these plastic ones, like you don't have to choose them. We can randomly choose them, or you could have selected ones. But basically, I'd say up to 10 in a set, or maybe not, maybe more, depending on the thing. You'd probably have for like musicals. Say for instance, if I'm gonna make it easy for you because I know how many people are in the show. If I got you 6 queens, let's actually see if I can do that with this pack of cards. That's gonna take a while. Queen. I don't even think there are that many queens in a set. Okay. Queen. 1, 2. That actually might be more than I thought. 4, so I need 2 more. I might have to go into the other pack. No, that's a joker. 2 jokers. That's what it meant. Okay, I might need to go into the other one. But say for instance, random cards doesn't really matter. I might just get 2 like plastic ones and then give it to you. This one's definitely just a better quality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there are 4 queens in a pack, if I'm being right. Queen of Hearts. Okay. So if you want to do 6, you could do this possibly. Just giving you an example because I haven't painted on these, but I know people can do it. So I got you 6 random queens, you know. So you could do 6. So on the back, you could have the logo of 6. You could have something to do with 6, something that's clearly 6 on the back, and these would be the 6, and they would be all the same colour on the back because I'm not inconsistent. It's just an example, guys. Calm down. I think I'm more worried than you are. Lift myself up right now. Okay, so basically, if you had 6 queens, you could be like, test my 6 knowledge, and just general history knowledge. Okay, so you got, I'm not going to be in order here, don't judge me. Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, Catherine of Aragon, Catherine Parr, Jane Seymour, let's get started with this one, Anne of Cleves, and it's Anne Hathaway. So there are 2 Annes. That adds up. I think it's Anne Hathaway. No, that's completely I'm thinking of a different thing. Sorry guys, I'm just really bad. Like, I know the 6. Divorced, beheaded, died, but I don't know the rhyme. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, I don't know. 6 wives of Henry VIII. That is actually character. Anne Boleyn. That was what I was thinking of, not Anne Hathaway. That's an actor. Anne Hathaway is an actor and Shakespeare's wife. I'll just say that. Just don't go with me. I'm not very that good at the 6 wives, just in general. So you got Anne. So let's do this properly, you know, if you want to actually do it. Anne Cleves, Anne Boleyn, Catherine Parr, Catherine of Aragon. Now I've got the other one. Jane Seymour. I guess, you know, if we're going to be honest here. These 6 wives. Now we're ex-wives. Oh, and Catherine Howe. I knew that. Okay, so Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howe with Catherine Parr. So if you had those, like an you know, like those like ones without the facial feature, like the cut. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I mean. Like they're usually online. You had 6 of these. So you had like Anne Boleyn, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Parr, Jane Seymour, Catherine of Aragon, Catherine Howard. And you had all of them. And you had the 6 logo on the back. You had their different like colour schemes as the background for 6 on the back. And then you had these queens drawn on the queens, and it would look great. I give up. I just think it's important for you guys to know that with every serious YouTube video, there comes me, the klutz. I drop all my cards. I drop all my things. And it just doesn't look good on camera, but it's comedy. And you're laughing. I know you are. Don't lie. Don't lie. I know you're laughing at me. I'm so hilarious anyway, so. Okay. Did I get all of them? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was a bit embarrassing, not gonna lie. It would help if my iPad didn't literally zoom me in when I do a video instead of a photo. I could literally not do any better. Okay, so yeah, you have 3 of these in a set. 6. You know what I mean. Or you could have 6. You could have 1, you could have... Don't you flipping drop on me again. You dropped on me again. I'm gonna kill it. Okay. Okay, no. That was my case. You could have anything on here. You could literally only have 2 of them. You could only have 1, your favourite one. Or you could... No, that's a bit ambitious. I mean, you could have like a symbol for all of the wives on 1 card. Pricing. That's difficult. Okay, we're just going to say the maximum of the set now is 12. So you can have 2 sets of 6. Like, if you need more than 6 characters, you have your characters right there. So you could have No, I'm talking about prices here right now. I need to get myself together. Okay, anyway, so prices. For one card, one of these cards, this is it's just a card. I could easily do this for £1. £1.50, because I need, like, the most you're going to get a card for, no, £1. Stick to my gut. This is one single card, and I'm going to charge you more than £1 for this. £1's even stretching. This could be 50p, but I'm going to do £1. Then for 2, you guessed it, £2. For 3, I'm going to do a deal. No, sorry, not for 3. For 3, it's £3. Fair enough, right? For 6, it's going to be £5. Or £6, depending on my mood. For anything in between, so 4 or 5, £4. Both of them, £4. Why not? Do it. Go crazy. Then for anything above that, extra to the £5, that's probably going to be around £7. For anything up to 12, like 11, whatever, £7 for 11. And then for 12, it's going to be £10. £9? £9. £9. Anything else? Price dependent on design. That was my brief introduction to cards. Now, my cards is my strongest point because these are really easy to make and they're really cheap to sell. So I hope people buy these because, say for instance, if I use these cards, because I don't play cards, but if you play cards, it'd be cool to have like all 52 as a set. That's not going to be like cheap, but I could make you a deal. So how many? 52 divided by 9. That's not a number. My friend's so helpful. It gives me all the information I need to know. My English debate would be fine. Okay. I forgot the numbers. 52 divided by 9, because that's probably the most you get for it. £5 77777. I think I just charged £12. £20? No, 12. No, 12 is enough. 12 is enough for 52 regular cards when you can get a whole set for less. Because I know you might be saying it's actually 54, so that's actually a round number of 6. I could charge you £12 for a whole set of these cards, these nice little cards. You'd have a whole set of these. I know, no, that's too, but I need to think pricing. I'm just making guesses. I'm not doing this on thought. I need my parents to tell me. My dad, not my mom. But anyway, I need advice on this. I need my advisor to tell me how much money this is going to be worth. So I'm not going to charge you £12 for 50 sets. Like, even though it takes a long time to paint all of them, right? I could go for 10. Because it makes sense. I don't know. You'll just see. You'll just have to see. You'll know when it's released. But these are the cards that I'm These are the product. This is the product that I'm counting on to go successfully. Because not only are they cheap, they're also easy to make, and they might be a hit because they're unusual items. You know, when like you go onto Etsy, if you do use Etsy, and it's like, well, this is rare to find. This is an unusual item. This will be probably some kind of unusual item. I'm counting on that. And I just made I hate these little fat things. They exist and I love them. And I always ruin them. And you know what? If you had 12, sorry, you could, oh no, if you had 7 cards, let's just say, you could have Henry VIII as well. I don't know why you want me to draw Henry VIII. It's kind of like not very attractive. But young Henry VIII, maybe. You could have the Marauders. You could have all of them. You could do anything with just a pack of cards. You could have the box coloured. If you really wanted it, you could literally have this painted purple and says 6 in front. Or any other type of like character. The possibilities, as everything else I've just showed you, are endless. And so I think this is a good opportunity for the products. Okay, these last few One of them is not really a product, but is a product, because if I could sell it, I would. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this one is more of a gamble and you guys' approval, because it's not the best, but you know. So, get in here. And one of them is something that I was going to do now, but on recent discovery of how little resources I have for it, I might postpone it to like a future like winter / summer / birthday launch. Maybe I'll have a birthday launch. That'd be fun, but someone would come first. No one? Okay. Next thing. I'm going to use 2 examples. These are the little charm freebies that I bought to go with orders, and there's a big strand of hair in it, and I don't know why. My hair. Sorry. Yeah, these little charms, you can see how small they are. They're metal charms of random animals and creatures and nature. So this is a charm. This is a metal charm. Introducing... That was louder than it needed to be. That's not even the product I'm showing you. Clay! Also from the Works. I don't know where you can get these. I'm pretty sure you can get really cheap clay from the Dollar Tree. You can get clay from an art store. You can get clay from the Works in the UK. You can get it from a subscription. You can get it from Sculpted. Like, that is something I've been trying to save up for. Might just ask for it for my birthday. Anyway, so this is clay. It's pretty regular clay. What type of clay it is? I wouldn't know. I think it's polymer clay. It's for modelling, according to this. I don't know where I saw this. I think it's not polymer. I think it's oven baked clay, which I'm pretty sure is polymer clay. Let's ask Google what kind. I think I've asked this before as well. I think my phone is just very coming in handy right now. Like, I'm literally right in your face about it. Is das clay air dry? It's air dry clay. And what is air dry clay? What is another bad error? Another name for air dry clay. Okay, it's just called air dry clay. I think that's the opposite to polymer clay. I don't know it, but it's air dry clay. Das modelling clay is air dry clay. I've got a big. How much is this? It was £2 from the Works. I don't know about anything. I'm trying to see how much is it. Like, how much? 1 kilo. It's 1 kilo. 35.2 ounces and 2.2 pounds. So that's very specific in weight, not in money. It's £2 in money. So you can see, you know, it's quite cheap for this. I'm pretty sure if you got it somewhere else, it'd probably be more expensive. I think that's just the Work giving us a day off. So it's clay. It's white, I think. So what you do, make sure, as learned from previous, once you open this, you can't leave it for more than a day. No, a day. What I mean is it's air drying clay. So as soon as you open this, you need to make sure you seal it. Otherwise, this is what happened to me. I bought something like this like 100 years ago. Like, I haven't lived that long, but you know what I mean. You know, 100 years ago. And it hardened like really badly. Like, it's beyond you. Like, water can't fix it because it's air drying clay. So if you open this, you need to seal it tight so it doesn't get dry. I don't know that kind of analogy, but basically this is where the charms come in. You know, jewellery, you know how you can make jewellery out of clay charms? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make little charms, and they're either going to be just charms that you can have for anything, just with the charm thing in it, as made by Bubble Clay Shop. I'm adding a lot of businesses here. I must say I add a lot of businesses. Like normal charms, so you know like the charms that you just like get from small businesses that are just like charms. Like for example Miss Kiss by Megs and HC jewellery. Those are both examples of that. These will all be linked below. But anyway, this is a clay charm, so it's clay jewellery, so it's clay earrings, so it's clay bracelet. No, that doesn't work. It's clay jewellery with the jewellery piece given or not. Not like subjectively. It's like a choice for you if you don't want it or not. But so examples of what you could make with clay and have on your earrings if you want to weigh it down. I might not use this clay. This was something that I don't know if I'm going to be able to put in my spring porch because I have clay tools, but I don't have jewellery tools, and I want to use professional tools in clay. Like I do have professional tools in clay, but like I don't know how to use it, so I need to know how to use it before I can do that. So there you go. It literally says air dry on it. See, if I didn't just go so quick to trust, you know, and it says white on it as well. I need to just start looking for things before just asking Google, because even though Google's really helpful, I don't think it's gonna help me on this one. Anyway, so that's air dry white clay is what I use. I want to make charms out of it. I want to make clay jewellery. So it's either going to be dangling ones, or it can be the studs, or it can be like those clip ones. I'm not sure about the hypoallergenic jewellery. I'll sort it out when I actually release it. But you can have like a mini flower. You can have a whole little like animal on it. Depending, I need to weigh it before I decide to put it on your ears. I don't know for me, but I don't like, you know, the kind of jewellery, like those big hoops that are actually heavy hoops, not just like hoops, that like weigh your ear down. I don't want you to wear those kind of things, unless you actually want to, in which case, please don't. Okay. Sorry. I'm addicted to looking at what buttons. Anyway, so basically, product idea, charms / clay jewellery. Or little mini figurines, but don't go that far because I'm not that good at clay modelling. That's why I want some experience. This is basically my experience batch. This is my batch for experience. And these are examples. Let's just pick out a random example for you guys to see, like a bird, a turtle. I can make a really mini one, and not a really mini one, but one that's small, so it doesn't weigh you down. I'm not going to take out a turtle. This is a squid. I like squid. Go with squid. If you like squid, I'm very sorry. It's very soft. Okay, this is like a deer, I think. See this little one? It's really tiny. I'm waiting for the camera to focus. It's like a doe or like a deer. A deer? Oh wait, that's the same thing. Okay. That's very bad of me. I'm sorry. Where's my camera? Where are you? There you are. You see it? It's like a little reindeer without the horn. You could have that. It could be a bit bigger because I can't do that small. It could be a frog. It literally could be anything. It's experimental right now. I will be posting on my socials. So whenever I try something out, I always show you product testing ideas. So this will. Why did the squid stay out? That's not what you were supposed to do, squid. Anyway, this has been a very long video. It's comedic. You can just like fall asleep to it. That's how comedic it is. So that's my clay / jewellery idea, which is the one I really want to do, but the one that I really know that if I need to do, I need to do it properly, and that requires research that I can't do right now. The prices of those hypothetical products would be no more. Depends. If it's like jewellery, then I'm gonna say no more than £6. If it's like a charm, like a full life charm, like you get from like Bubble Clay Shop, probably gonna not be any more than £7 to £8. That's my. I just spoiled the other one. Oh well, that's great. Anyway, that is like the desired idea. I forgot a product. I forgot to bring it from my brother's room into this room. But I'll just tell you the idea because it's not that great. Okay, so the last idea is seasonal things. These are little wooden eggs for Easter that you can hang on your hedge. This is not something I made. It's something that my neighbour made and asked us to put on like our hedges for Easter, like a street thing. I gave my mum 2 and I kept the other 3 because I'm just envisioning wooden seasonal items. So this is a very good example. So these wooden eggs, these are painted without knowledge. Like it's not like a negotiable term. They won't necessarily be this colour. They might be just wood colour. What I mean is that these are very good as an example for seasonal objects. So in the autumn you can have wooden acorns. That's a good idea. Wooden acorns. In the summer you could have, that's a thinker, but you get what I mean. It's just like seasonal items. I faked myself in the face. Okay, but seasonal items like made out of these kind of like wood materials, and you can have anything on here because it's wood's really easy to draw on and paint on. It's just like the ideal thing. You could just have it plain. You could have someone's name on it. So for instance, if you want to make an ornament for your tree, this is something that I can do. And I can make it different as well. I can do other things as well. And it's just like a really broad item. For prices, it's wood. I have my magnets in my wood circles that are quite like £7, £6 kind of region. If I saw like Easter things that are just this small, they wouldn't be more than £3. Like, and that's a maximum, depending on how much you want on it. But that would be like £3. £3, you're looking at that. No, you're probably looking at £2 if my rocks are less than £3, then that says something about me. It's not the true logistics of it. It's just an idea. So these would be seasonal. These represent seasonal items. It just happens that it's Easter right now. So yeah. The last thing that I did not bring in is actually the thing that I said that I wasn't going to do anyway, which is the boxes and the jars, which is not a box, just an empty box. It's a box or / jar full of something in it. Now, what, I don't know. Maybe it's like a lucky kind of like random charms thing, but actually interesting and colourful charms. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's clay. Maybe it's a stack of clay. Maybe it's something else. But it'd just be little tiny jars, like those really ones that you get from like jam when you go to like hotels with the mini jam jars. Something like that. Something as small as that, full of something even smaller, but there's something in it and it's customized. It's something. You could have rose petals in there. I think it's a good kind of like confetti kind of gift thing. So, I mean, I don't know about the logistics of it, but it's a small thing, and depending on it, I wouldn't say it's more than £3 to £4. That's based on my own interpretation right now in this moment, so don't trust me. Don't trust me, I'm not that trustworthy, guys. But that's basically, just go over it one more time, all 9 products, because I've been rambling for a long time, and then we can get quickly into the Q and A section of this video that I realise now I can't edit this out. Okay, well, that's fine. You just have a really long video again. Go Emma. I think, just like disclaimer, all of my videos are pretty much going to be long. I've tried shortening them down. Podcast episodes probably easier to cut down on. Yeah, but just YouTube videos, like, not for a very long time. So, recap. Canvas boards, notebooks / sketchbooks, playing cards, supposed clay / jewellery line, seasonal items, hypothetical jar full of tiny things. That is all of my products for the spring launch. For now. So that is around about, you probably counted it better than me, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hypothetical things. Only 4 or 5 other things were actually going to be produced, but like actually said about and definitely confirmed now in the spring launch. The clay jewellery, the seasonal items, they might have to go through a bit more testing and consideration before I release them in the... I keep doing it with my middle finger. I swear, guys, I'm not giving you the middle finger. It's just when I choose to, like, I can't do it. Somehow, like, my middle finger is the one to push up my glasses, so it looks like I'm trying to, like, you know, I want to do this. This is what I do instead. Like, I kind of, like, do that instead. Sorry, guys. I love you guys. I would never do that. I do this instead. Anyway, unless you hate me, in which case I'll do it. Anyway, so basically that's about 6 items that I spent 45 minutes rambling about. Yes, great. Before we get into the Q&A section, I don't need to drop any more of my artwork. That's the 6 items. Jewellery / clay, seasonal items, playing cards, notebooks, art prints. Okay. Okay, before we get into anything else. So, these are rolls of prints that are good artwork. Like I got from the Tate Modern. I wanted one and they didn't have it, so I just got these 2 instead. But I thought I'd just show you what real art should look like. I'm not going to open them because I don't have anywhere to put them in my room. So they're just rolls, but maybe I can show you the little card on it that shows you what it looks like. This is going to be a bit like like you won't be able to see this, but you can kind of see it's like London with like line. I wanted to get like a colourful version of this, but they did not have that, so that was a shame. And then this one's a bit abstract. It's like Picasso and all that. You see that? Like all the shapes and stuff. Little like show and tell moment for me. Oh my gosh, look at me, guys. I got some posters. Are you so jealous? I am not jealous. I don't think anyone would be jealous unless you're like really into posters, in which case be jealous. I'm jealous of everyone who's on holiday right now. Like I get to go to holiday in October to like a hot place near Africa. The Canary Islands, like Lanzarote and stuff. And I get to go to a place in England that's by the coast, like for a tiny bit, so it's okay there. But I'm just for anyone who's going like really far away into like America at my friends, or Mauritius at my other friend, or anywhere that's hot right now. Like England's fine, but it's just like it's sunny right now. But it's England. Like there is no good point in England. Like we British people always going to be complaining about the weather. I can assure you. Okay, that was me. Okay, let's get into the last section. Hopefully, it's much shorter than this. They're bad and very close to your face. Let's do the Q&A section. Double chin check. Instagram. Wait, that's not. Where is my intuition on apps when I need it? And yeah, look at me now. I'm looking at stories. No. Go to your Arlo account. Your Q&A. So people asked me some questions, and yes, I did answer them all on Instagram. So if you're watching this and you've seen all my answers, they're basically all of my answers. That means I have to add all of the other ones into it. I think I need to add something. Sorry guys, this is not great. Just gonna add them all here. Done. Dun dun dee dun dun. Okay, first question. I'm not going to tell the person who did it unless they really want me to. So, what made you start your small business is the first question. So, I'd been wanting to make art-related products and sell my art for like a while, but before I did, I lacked knowledge. I lacked like motivation. I lacked like the actual ability to do it. I was like, what the hell? But then one of my besties, Resin by Millie, started her own business that was even more ambitious than mine. I knew I could do it, and that's not putting her down, but that's because, like, you know, if she can do it, I had the motivation to do it. It wasn't like a stealing thing, because she was doing resin and I wasn't going to do resin. That's me. I wouldn't steal her idea. And I put in the work, I put in the motivation, I buy the things, I made sure it was my own thing, I made sure it was exactly how I intended it to be, and, you know, she really supported me. Resin by Millie was, like, right there for me at the start. She was like, and I got to the place I did on my old account before it got hacked. I got to, like, 2.7k, which is amazing. Now on my account that I had to start over, I only have about, I'm not saying only, like 585 people. Please. That some of them might have been from my old account as well. But like, what I'm saying is that I really hope to get to where I got there. That's one of my goals in life, not in April, because I have my April goals on my Instagram. Good shit now. No, I know I could do it. And me and Resin by Millie always support our businesses, whatever we need to. Like, it's a reciprocal action, and we do it a lot. So yeah. The next question was, where do you get your inspiration from? Who do you get it from? So these are people. I'm going to be adding onto the business I already have. So, where do you get your inspiration from? For artwork and posts, my inspos would probably be that the creative bits, Emma Drew things, Resin by Millie, and Bubble Clay Shop. For the first two, it's all on digital art and my own like personal knowledge of this. But Resin by Millie and Bubble Clay Shop are like Canva people. They use Canva, I'd say. And then my products and content are handmade boardware, as I said. Miss Kids by Megs, Talk and Tell, The Theatre Boutique, and A&C Jewellery. Those are all like very big inspirations for most of the products I said here, and just like generally like, oh my gosh, I'd love to be able to sell that kind of thing. The next up, hardest thing about owning a business. Now objectively, I put what would be the fact that if you don't really like know if people would like your products or want them. And for me, it was the fact that I like looked at other businesses, and when they started their business, loads of people ordered from them, like very straight away. Like, there was no hesitation to ordering. But then I didn't. Like, this full stop. Like, I was like, I will get them. Like, in the end, eventually, with enough publicity. But it just taught me a lot that people have different experiences in their small business. My small business, I thought it was me. I thought it was my products. I thought it was my prices. I did it. It just takes some time. I have got orders. I have people like showing interest, but there's a lot of things that other people. One of my friends got like, you know, sent things to test out or something like that, and I'd never got that like ever. But I still like had like a lot more followers than they did. And I'm not comparing myself to people like because I have more followers. Like, I had more followers. Because people now do have a lot more followers than I do. But basically, it was a very start. It was like me comparing my business to other people's businesses. I thought I was gonna get like at least some orders, and like so did my parents. So I mean, I guess it was just a bit hard knowing that I still haven't got more than 2 official orders, and that's a bit sad. People have ordered, but then they've wanted their money back. And then like one person ordered, and then they like it's not all done now. But basically, they said it was scratched, and they never gave it back to me anyway if they didn't want it. But they asked for me to give them their money back, and I didn't, because they didn't show me any photographic proof. And I showed them a picture before. They said they'd find it, and then I gave them the chance to give it back when I gave it to them in person. But they didn't do that. But that's all. Like, that's nothing. But like, basically, it was just a bit of a blow because I let them take it before they paid. Well, no, it wasn't that they want their money back. They just didn't pay. And then yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Like, that's okay. It was like something that probably just didn't help their business at all. But do you have any tips on time management? So I broke this down into 2 parts, which was for small businesses, people who create online content, or just people in work/school and life. So for small businesses and online content creators, make sure that you make a balance in a mental/written schedule where you weigh up all the aspects of what you intend to do and make sure you stick to it. The more you do that schedule, it'll be more natural and you'll be able to do it alongside personal life, work, family, seeing people, etc. It will just be like, so basically to like make that more clear to people, is that basically make a note or just make it in your mind if you can remember things. I can't. Make a schedule. So make a schedule. So say for instance, okay, so on Mondays I'm going to be posting this kind of post. Like Thursdays I'm going to be posting this kind of post. I'm not going to post every day. I might post every 2 days. I might post a video like on a schedule. Personally, for like my YouTube and like other media content, I don't stick to a schedule because filming and like recording yourself, you need time and you need space, and you can't do it if you're in the middle of a day, and you need to plan it. For me, I have OCD as well, so it's really hard for me just to do things spontaneously, but I'd say stick to a schedule. You make yourself a kind of sort of schedule and you make sure you stick to it so you can do everything you want to do. If you want to spend like a couple of days instead of posting, making the post or making the things or making brainstorming, whatever, do it. And then second point was have a content / post timetable, which is basically the same thing. Sorry, that was very specific. And then make sure you post it. Make sure you stay active on your account, because I find if you're gone for more than a day, people unfollow you. I don't know why, like sometimes. Or at least just like inform people that you're not going to be able to post or like be active. If you're going on holiday or something, just let them know. It is a quick story post on Instagram or whatever. Sorry, this is very close to you. I'm trying to escape with my keenness. I'm not, don't worry. It's really quiet. Okay, let's get back to my normal thing. And then don't get too caught up on one mistake. So say for instance, if you make a mistake / in like what you're making or / in what you said you were going to post and you didn't, don't get caught up on that one mistake and just try and make sure that you get on with whatever you need to do and go back to it later. Like, make clear what your priorities are. So, like, what is your priority? Is your priority to make one post that can be left, or is it to make a product or, like, a video? Prioritize the things that need to be there. It's like with homework and anything. Just prioritize the ones that are more important and more, like, deadlined. If there are things that, like, you made a mistake on, don't focus on that mistake. Try and, like, move on and then come back to it in the end. And, like, stick to authentic content. Don't steal from other people. There's nothing to do with time management, but you could save a lot of time thinking of your own ideas instead of trying to find other people's ideas and then having to think of a way to make it different. And then sorry, that was the same thing. Make sure you plan things that works for you and not what you can't handle. So basically, make a schedule or like a thing. Make time for what works for you, not what we think would work for other people. Because if people really actually like what you do, they should respect you, like your choices. They should be supportive of what you do. So you shouldn't have to like make a schedule for them, unless it's like a really, really lousy schedule. Like it's like I'm not gonna post until like next month. Okay, I'm sorry, this is not really good for me because I haven't posted a YouTube video in 2 months. No, work / life and life. No, like school and life. Revision, this is more to school. Actually, both of these are most motivated to school and work. So revision is important, and to save stress and when you have to like revise for an exam. By the way, disclaimer, I'm not saying I do this because I'm sorry, I can't revise and do homework at the same time. But what I'm saying is when you do homework, make sure that you have no distractions. Like, give your phone to your mum or something. I don't know if it's that way. But try and stay focused on your task. Don't be a procrastinator like I am, okay? It's not good. Tell me about it. Like, I had this today to do homework and I didn't do it. And now tomorrow I have to also do it as well, and it's not fun. So don't suggest that. Have no distractions. Get everything ready. Get everything you need and get it then, and then just don't try to incorporate revision notes into your homework kind of schedule. And in life, make sure that you motivate yourself to do exercise, eat properly, and socialise with people in person. And balance your activities. So balance what you're doing evenly throughout like a week. And then the next question is, how long have you been doing digital art? Well, I've been doing digital art technically for a very long time, but I think I really got into it in 2019. And then when I started my business and my other platforms, I grew better. My frequency and like kind of skill at it got better then. I personally think it was because of the resources I had and I still do have, and also my experience in like other types of arts, you know, just normal paper or canvas. And Procreate is the app I use. It costs £10 around about to actually buy, and it's only available on like iOS things, so only like your iPhone or your iPad. But I'm sure there are equivalents on Androids and things that are like. But anyway, I have to say that it is worth the price, and it's great for an iPad, which is what I use it on. But skilling experience got me really far. But 2019 is literally when I started it. Like I started it properly. Probably done it before. And then this is very linked to time management. But how do you manage your school life and small business? Sorry for background noise. I really try to make sure school comes. Please shut up. I really do sincerely apologise for me just saying for God's sake, shut up. That was just my frustration because they were being quite loud. Anyways, yeah, actually on. So it's very similar to the time management question. It was, how do you manage your school life and small business life? I'll tell you about it. I'm really sorry this is really long. Next week, I'm gonna the next time, not next week. Don't put myself on pressure right now. But next time, I'm gonna make sure I keep a schedule, kind of, and make sure that like I know what I want to say, so I don't go off topic. But I also do not like making scripts, so I won't make a script. I'm not that basic. I really try to make sure that school comes first in most cases, because school is school and small business is small business. I tend to brainstorm ideas about my business with my friends, because some of my friends, aka my family, also have a business, so you can talk to them about it. And break and lunches is like the brainstorm time for me, after and before and to and from school as well. And I will do my homework after my clubs if I have. Sorry, that doesn't really make any sense. I will do homework first and foremost. I will do any homework I need to do before doing my business during those kind of times. And then I make sure that if I have any time, any spare time, then I will use it for my business. I'll use it for making things, maybe not necessarily posting things, but I'll make the art for my business. I'll do the thing for my business and then post it on the way to school the next day or something. I also focus like my spare time on weekends mainly on my business, because if I'm not out, I make sure to balance it, and I make sure I get to time to like spend my own time as well. But making stuff for my business is also fun, so it's a win-win. I rely on holidays to do like big revision and big homework, and I also small business work if I'm not like on holiday, like actually somewhere else. I make sure to put studies before my business, as I am in school a lot. I make sure that I don't pressure myself to post so much content or like stick to like posting every day. But I make sure I'm still active. I just use half of my spare time doing my small business and doing art stuff for my business, art. And as I said, it's addition and it's still fun and it still balances between school and free time. And this is what works for me. I'm not saying it's the way that's going to work for you. You might actually like not focus so much time on your school. If you're not even at school, then this doesn't really apply to you at all. But what my coping strategy is to make sure that I put school before my business. And when it comes to a time where I have loads of time and I'm doing schoolwork, I'll focus it on my business as much as I can do. I will brainstorm in lessons. That sounds really bad, I know. But like, if I know what I'm doing and I've finished the work and I don't want to tell the teacher that I finished the work because I didn't do an extra piece of work that I want to do, I'll brainstorm. I can think and work. That is how my brain works. I can do two things at once because I'm clever and I'm smart. But basically, long story short, I really just rely on spare time. I halve my spare time that I get and I use half of it on my business and half the time to balance it. Sometimes I can't really do my business at all because my spare time, that is like usually half my time, takes up all of my time. Spare time, I mean. But in most cases I can get all done at once. This might not work for you. I don't know any alternatives. I mean, obviously there's the one alternative, which is very little balance. Just, I don't know. I'm not judging you if you don't do schoolwork and you do it on your business. But basically, I take whatever spare time I have and I use it. I make sure that I can use it on both spare time of my own, or sometimes I incorporate both. Sometimes I will listen to music while doing small business. I watch a show while doing small business work. That's just generally what I do anyway. And since I don't have like a lot to do as a young person, it's really easy for me to just balance it like that. And that is the end of my Q&A section. So let's get into the final speech about it. So hi guys, this concludes this week's video, not episode, I keep confusing that, video of my Adventures of Arlo channel. Join me next time for another video. It might not be as long and it might not be about small businesses, but I really hope you did enjoy this episode, and I hope that in the spring launch there's something that you find interesting. I hope that you can submit episodes for next time's questions. I hope you can submit questions for next week's video, not episode. See, I'm not really in the right mindset here. Yeah, make sure that you follow, like, comment, you know, turn on that notification bell. Go check out my page, my milkshake page below. See all the small businesses that I've added that aren't, not all of them are on YouTube. But what I'm saying, just through and through, is that I hope you all have a good day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, it would really help me a lot. And come back next time for another fun, amazing, comedy video from me, Arlo. Bye!